Welcome back everyone to ADHD Knitter and Crocheter. I'm your host Jennifer. I go by Jedi Dragoon online a lot of times, so thank you for coming and watching my channel, and let's get into what I've been working on. I only have I have whips and finished objects. So, and finished objects is just like half of what they are because they're Loom Knit socks. And yeah, so one of my finished objects is this sock here. This is for my husband. This is color by Loom Knit Fiber Arts. The color is Kevin and Andy. Yeah, I forget what color this is. This I know is Tokyo by Lolodidit and is part of the Monsters sock knitting club that I was part of. But anyway, yeah, this is the sock. Yes, I forgot my sock blocker to show you, but that's okay because I'm out of practice. And this is the loom I used to make the sock. This is a Cindy Wood loom. It is 3/16 and it's 64 pegs. And I have taken to marking on it to know where to knit and purl and the halfway point. Yeah, it's a nice little loom. And the toe of the sock I did. And here's where I closed up the toe of the sock. And I tried something different this time. I took my size 3 knitting needles, Chagu knitting needles, and I closed it up by doing the Kitchener stitch. And that seemed to work a lot better for me than like using the loom to do it. Because I have another pair I'll show you where I did it with the loom. And I'm not sure what I did, but it looks a little funky. So yeah, this is what it looks like balled up. I think it's Andy and Kevin. It's on Loom Knit Fiber Arts. I know Andy is in it. So you can find it on Loom Knit Fiber Arts. And this is the mini skein I had of the Tokyo. Sorry about the lighting and everything. I'm using my laptop because it's easier for longer videos. So, that's one finished project. It's living in my No Catchy name bag that I had. I bought the fabric. She just made the bag for me. So, which was very nice of her. And I paid her for it, of course. Okay. Forgot to put this in. So, that's that project I'm working on. Next project. That has a finished object. It's halfway finished because, once again, it's another sock. And this is Knitpicks Felici. This is my sock, of course. You can see it's purple and pink and that. And this was also did on a knitting loom. Actually, it looks a lot better than what I thought it did. It has a few mistakes in it. I had trouble for some reason. But yeah, this is my sock. And it starts in this purple and then goes this pink, dark gray. It's kind of hard to tell. Lighter gray and then a lighter gray. This is Knitpicks Felici Goth Kitty. It's a few years old, so I don't think they even make it anymore. And here's the yarn and the ball. And I've started the second one of this, so I actually have like part of it started and done, which is very exciting because two sock syndrome, you guys know it's real for me. Like years long real. And this is another Cindy Woo from the Grinch. Okay, this is another Cindy Wood loom. And this is 3/16 and there's 56 pegs. So that's the gauge. It actually is about the same gauge I get for my size 3 knitting needles, which is 7 stitches per inch. And I really like this loom, these looms for socks because they do the gauge so well. They don't get caught. I even like this little part. It's kind of cute. But yeah, I've already started on the second sock of this. I need to work on it some more, but you'll see what I've been working on in a few days, for the past few days. And that's that. And this is living in, I don't even know if she makes bags anymore, Fate's Thread. This is my Super Mario Brothers 3 bag. I really like this one. And as you can tell, it's well loved. So, that's that. And this one I just closed up like the normal Kitchener stitch I do on the loom. And it's a little bumpy. It'll straighten out. I had a few issues on the inside, but I don't think they're going to be too bad. And I'll probably do the Kitchener stitch like with the needles with this one when I finish it this time. So, that's all my finished objects that I have. Yes, for a whole summer, that's all I have. Because, yeah, I'll talk about that more at the end of the video. So if you want to hang around for that part of the video, go for it. I'll show you my other Loom Knit project, and then I'll show you the crochet project that you have probably seen if you've been watching my shorts that I've been working on. Hold on a minute. And there's a lot of life updates coming up in the end of this video. So just so you know, I'm not going to go crazy like, well, she's not crazy. She's just different personality than I am, but it's not Sim and Stitch's level of life updates. Sorry, I'm kind of boring. All right, the other thing I've been working on, this is called a 10 stitch blanket. And this I've been doing, okay. This, hi guys, peekaboo. This I've been working on. Yes, it's a little screwy. I messed up somewhere. I don't know what I messed up on, but it's a little wonky. This was my first attempt. I've gotten better at it. But this is a 10 stitch blanket I've been working on. It's kind of a nice mindless thing I was working on. It's made out of Lion Brand homespun stripes. And yeah, you just use 10 pegs on the knitting loom, if you can see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it... Why'd I only have 9? Oh. Whoops. One popped off. Yeah, there we go. 10. It just so happened that this peg ended up being green because these, on this loom, will pop out and you can pop them back in. And I had one that popped out and went missing, so I pulled one off of another loom and stuck it on there. So I know exactly where 10 stitches are on this. And this is it caked up. As you remember from way long time ago, I don't know how long it's been, I bought a whole bunch of these for $2.50 a ball. I made a cardigan that I haven't worn because it's so dang heavy. It's too warm right now. But yeah, so this is this one. I don't know what color this is. I've lost the ball bands. You guys know I'm notorious for that. The only reason I know those other ones is because I just did those. Yeah, so yeah, this is like a kind of some sort of chartreuse green, blue, and darker green. But yeah, it's working out kind of nice. That's not living in a bag. It should be, but it's not. I have plenty of bags. I just haven't stuck it in one. I have more bags in a trunk in there that I'm trying to get to. And some of those projects I'm thinking about frogging and starting over. Anyway. All right. The big thing I've been working on. I've only been working on this for 3 days. And I've kind of started it because I wanted to do the YouTube short and TikTok short. Yes, I have a TikTok channel also. It's Jedi Dragoon, I think. Hold on. I'll put a link to it in the description, and this is real fascinating TV, watching me look on my phone for what my YouTube channel's, my TikTok channel's called. What am I called? Okay, that's not going to tell me anything. ADHD Knitter and Crocheter, of course. So, but I'm on day 3. So, this pattern is by Betty McKnits. And, okay, I started off with a size, where's my crochet hook? Oh, it's over there. Hold on, I'm sorry, you have to see my butt. Nope. This is how I store my crochet hook. As you can see on my channel, I do gardening. So, and in here somewhere is a size K. I do not know what I did with it. But like I said, it's in here somewhere. There's one. Why do they always hide, it seems like? Oh, I think this is one. Yes. Okay, so I started off. This isn't the one. This one's sticky and I can never get it clean. Any suggestions on cleaning crochet hooks that are sticky? Leave the answer in the comments because I would like to know. Anyway, this is a size K. This kind I don't like, so the only reason it's sticky and I don't use it is I don't like this really sharp hook. Whereas I like the Boy brand because they have the like not so sharp hook curve. These are the differences between Susan Bates, yes, I'm shaking, I'm sorry, and the Boy. There. Nope, hand's still shaking. Oh, well. So, yeah, that's the difference. This is an 8mm, but that's not the one I'm using. So, anyway, this is the size A hook. It's a 6.5mm for those of you who use, I think it's, yeah, whatever. It's metric, I think. Anyway. Please don't leave comments about that. I don't care. So this is 6.5. And, oh, I forgot my artwork. Oh, well, I'll get that in a minute. You're going to have to see me get up and leave again. Anyway, so this is what I started off with. In the pattern, it says, if it starts to curl, up your crochet hook size. So I started off with this, a 6.5mm K. And then after, I don't know how many rounds, I switched to this. This is what I've been using. This is a size L. It's an 8mm crochet hook. This is by Clover. This is my favorite type of hook. I have like the big fancy resin ones. Those are okay. I don't like them because they're too sharp right here. But yeah, these are my favorites. And especially if my hands are hurting, I like using these. And the yarn I'm using is Caron Skinny Cakes. This is what I have left of this. It started off... Yes, I've lost the ball band to this too, so I have no idea what color Caron Skinny Cakes this is. This is it. It's kind of washed out. My lighting is bad on my computer. But it starts off at like a pale creamy yellow and then goes to like a whitish gray and then goes gray, dark gray, black. And it shows up really good in the videos on my phone. But my phone will only capture so long before it cuts off and you have to do like editing, and you guys know me in editing, and I'm using one of my stitch markers I made. See, that's my chili pepper. That one I really love. Anyway, what did you do? Oh, it got caught. Oh well, I'll figure that out later. This is going to drive me nuts. So anyway, this is day 3. I'm not working on it today, but this is day 3 of Betty McNick's 6-day star blanket. It's just the regular star blanket. And move a little closer so you can see. But you do like start with the center circle, and then you have like cluster stitches, and then you go to double crochet and single crochet, and it's really pretty. You're supposed to do 5 repeats. I'm on repeat number 3. And I have 2 more to go to make a throw size. So I'll get this done in 6 days. Just not 6 consecutive days. Because I've been working on it on my days off. Because days I go work. I got to get other stuff done. And I'm kind of tired. And I usually go back to bed. Ow, what? Something bit me. It's kind of annoying. So, those are my works in progress. And as I said, I'll give you life updates because I'm in a much better place mentally than I was with some things. My mentality on my math skills is like probably at all-time frustrated low, but that's just me normal math. But anyway, so last I did a video, which was back in... Nope, that's not going to tell me anything. That's TikTok. That's not going to tell me crap. I did a video 4 months ago, which was... This is August. Let's see. What was 4 months ago? August, July, April or May, somewhere in there. We'll go with that. Anyway, so as you guys knew, I was a lovely little Walmartian working at Walmart. I really wasn't happy or in a good mood. I was stressed out. I was dealing with a lot. I was dealing with a lot of stress. I was having to do everything. I was working 7 to 4 in the mornings, and I'd also, on my days off, I'd have to deal with the kids, and then I'd have to work Saturdays, which I got no sleep because I had to get up with the kids, and then usually during the summer I was a little better, and yeah, so it was all a thing. And working at Walmart, I tried to tell myself it was a good job, but I started back there 18 plus years ago, and 18 plus years ago, it was not a bad job. It was a good job. I loved it. I like actually working in retail. At the end of the day, I'm kind of get to be introverted, not want to talk to anybody, but sorry about the bouncing screen. But yeah, that's just me. So, because I'm an introvert. As you can tell, I'm talking to a computer screen. So, yeah. Oh, I'm just drinking coffee, by the way. So, yeah, it wasn't going well. It was going very craptastically. And we were having money issues. And then Walmart decided to keep cutting my hours back. I was working like 2 days a week, 3 days a week. And then they cut me back to 1 day a week. This was like for months. And my husband finally told me, Jen, I think it's time to give up Walmart. Panic attack later. This was June. Panic attack later. I was like, okay, fine. We'll get out of Walmart. So first I applied to a bank that's here in my town of Richwood, called Richwood Bank. I applied there, and I thought I was going to get that. I didn't get that. I kept praying about it, because as you all know, I'm a Christian, member of the Church of Christ. So I kept praying about it and all that. And Jason's like, why don't you apply at Dollar General or Family Dollar? Now, the Dollar General and Family Dollar in our town is night and day. Dollar General, you go in there, it looks like a junk store. It is completely trashed all the time, it is not zoned at all, and it drives me up the wall. I was like, no, I'm not applying there. I cannot stand to work there. With it like that. I'm like, no. I'm going to apply at Family Dollar. We'll go there. I also applied at Dollar General once before, and they didn't hire me. So, yeah, there was that too. So, I noticed that Family Dollar needed I forget what my job title is. I'm cashier and stalker and everything else. So, so I was like, okay, fine. We'll apply at Family Dollar. I applied at Family Dollar. If you remember, when I quit Walmart the first time and stayed home for 2 years, which we found out that that's not mentally good for me either. And yes, I'll show you my artwork, but I've got to finish the story. I went and applied there, and within 3 hours, I have the store manager calling me back. They don't have an HR department. They have store manager, assistant manager, and peons, which I'm a peon. I'm perfectly fine with that. Calling me back, it's like, can you come in and do an interview? And she pretty much hired me on the spot. So I started there the Friday before the week of July 4th. And I've been working there ever since. I love it. I struggle a bit with the math involved because you got to count down your drawer at the end of the night. I can count down my drawer just fine. I just still haven't figured out the math part that I'm supposed to be doing to figure out how much money I leave in the drawer. I know I'm supposed to leave 100, but yeah, that math skill, that part of my brain sometimes doesn't work. That, and I also struggle with locking one of the cigarette cases, but that's more because I don't want to mess up the key. And I think she showed me the trick, and now I just need to get them to write out how I'm supposed to figure out how much to leave them. The store manager is a little bit of a control freak. I like her though. I can deal with her. She's fine. But yeah, all the customers are really nice. They keep telling me there's weirdos that come in after a certain time of night. Anybody who's been to Walmart, it varies from store to store, but there are certain nights where you get weirdos. And I've yet to see anyone in this town be as weird as some of the people at Walmart. Or as nasty as the people at Walmart. I've had a few get upset, but nothing like Walmart. Okay, so you guys, that's what my life has been like. I've actually been doing really good. I've gotten my ministry started going again at church. I'm getting ready to gear up for Bible Bowl again. And I'll talk about that in a minute, but I'm going to go grab my sketchbook so I can show you what artwork I've been working on. It's not as big a part of my channel, but I've been putting up, you've also seen shorts on my art, so I figured you might want to see it. So I will be right back. I apologize. This happens in these with me. I forget stuff. I don't cut. I just upload it. So. Sorry about that. So, with my improved mentality, I have started drawing again. And you've seen some of my drawings, I think. And so, I have finished some of my drawings. I've finished 2 drawings. That's great. Actually, one was a little bit ago, but no, actually, it's just been the past month. I've taken it back up again, and I'm loving it. I'm enjoying myself. And I'm still shocked at... I think I'm really good, but I know there's people better than me. How's that sound? Does that not sound egotistical? Because I hope it doesn't. I try not to be because I don't like those people. So, hold on a minute. That's better. I have a light right there. This is my wicked tree that I have been working on. It's finished. This is a pen and ink drawing because I have not liked coloring, and I didn't think I had good colored pencils. I have found my good colored pencils in my stash. I'm very, very excited because they are colored pencils that can blend. There's a test. Because I tested one. I know this isn't very big. I don't even think you can... Oh, there it is, yeah. But that you can actually... We have these little tubes of paper, and they're curled up into very tight cones, and you use them for blending and shading pencils. And these colored pencils you can do that with. It's awesome. So I can actually get like the shading and stuff done right. It's an artist thing. I'm very excited. I have another drawing I started working on. I don't know if I'm going to finish it. You guys decide down in the comments whether I should finish this drawing or not. I might actually do this in colored pencil because that'd look really cool. I don't know. Yeah, you can see it. This is Baba Yaga. Like I said, I haven't got very far on it. This is Baba Yaga. It's the witch hut on chicken legs. I have it in a swamp in that. I started to work on that to do that next. Sorry about that. I have a whole story and I must have clicked my mouse or something by mistake. So, anyway, the next drawing, you heard me talking about Baba Yaga and how I'm trying to decide if I should finish it or not. I don't know where the video cut off. I should have watched it, but I didn't. So anyway, I was working on Baba Yaga. I'm trying to decide if I want to actually put color in it or not. I'll let you guys decide what I should do with this, if I should finish it or not. So leave a comment on whether I should finish the drawing. But the next one is an interesting story. My husband is sitting at the table. My daughter comes running in and tosses a big pink blanket on his head. And she's 10, so she tosses it on him, and I take a picture of it, and this is what I got. I drew a warlock. The shading came out awesome. It looks really cool. I still can't believe I drew this. This is an Eye of Kilrog. If you play World of Warcraft, you know. But yeah, it's a really good drawing. I'm a little pig-headed about it, but I really like how it turned out. It turned out awesome. We're going to get it framed. I'm excited. I just think it's so good. But anyway, that drawing, like I said, my daughter tossed a blanket on him. I took a picture, and this is the picture that I took that from. It's a little hard to see. I could probably turn the brightness down on my phone. That might help. Oh, sorry, you don't. No, I don't care if it's out for... Well, it didn't really help. But, yeah, anyway, she tossed a blankie. So, from that, we got this. I have an app on my phone that lets me do grids. That I can put over pictures and stuff. And then that grid is what I draw onto paper. And then I draw from the squares and build the picture up from there. It's a very cool process. I learned how to do that in high school, and I have no, college degree art classes or anything. I have never taken an art class except for high school art class, and I've just kind of self-taught myself, about everything else I do, because that's how I do stuff. Yeah, so I'm back to drawing. I am enjoying it and loving it, and the kids are doing 4-H this year. Catherine's doing, and I made a rule after last year. You're only allowed to take one cooking 4-H project a year. Gardening, you just go in and fill everything in after you do the gardening project. Cooking, yeah, those are different beastie, because you gotta do the project, and then you gotta have the kid fill in the stuff, and it takes way longer and more work than a simple gardening project, or bug project, or bird project, any other project. Okay, maybe sewing is about the same, but none of my kids have one take sewing, and Daddy would have to help them with the sewing projects and not Mom. We have seen my sewing attempts. They're not bad. They're just not good. Okay, they look good, but I just usually end up cussing out the sewing machine. And my quilt tops, I get somebody else to finish them for me. I'm bad. But yeah, so that's all the life updates and stuff. I've been kind of busy. I'm loving my new job. I'm very happy. We're getting better with our money and finances. So we got internet back, which is everybody's happy about. Yeah. From time school let out in June till yesterday of recording this video on Thursday, August 15th, yeah, we have internet back, so hopefully I get back to doing my videos and stuff. And September 8th, we're going to start working on Bible Bowl. This year we're doing the Book of Luke. It's English Standard Version. It's at the Miami Valley Bible Bowl, and we're going to Centerville Church of Christ. I have plenty of time to study instead of 2 months. Yeah, 2 months is way too short. Unless you're the Farleys. Which is the other family that is doing it. But I'm getting a lot of other people interested. So this is great. And I'm excited. And I actually have a good feeling about this year. It's not my kids' first year, so hopefully they do a lot better, because I was about ready to... They had meltdowns and everything else there. It's funny in retrospect, but at the time I was kind of ticked off because I'm the coach and my kids aren't doing very well. And I'm up there carrying the adult team, looking at my kids like, what? They're sweethearts. They really are. They're just kids who don't listen to mom always. Anyway, so please like and subscribe. I'll continue to work on this blanket. Probably not today. I still gotta go sort laundry before I have to go to work. And also change into my nice bright red shirt, because this is not it, but I wasn't putting it on for a video. But yeah, thanks for everyone stopping by. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for all the support on the shorts. I don't know if you've watched them. You might want to go back and watch them. I put in a playlist about my shorts because I figured why not. And once I get done with the 6-day blanket, I will compile all the shorts together and we'll have one long day 1 to day 6, or however long it takes, probably day 5. Judging by how fast I'm working on this, because like I said, I only work on it on my days off because I want to. That's just how my mentality is. I'm like, I'll just work on it on my days off. So, though I'll probably not start finishing repeats here soon because it's getting so darn big. Yeah, I stayed up till 10:30 last night working on it just so I could get the video done. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. You know how ADHD is with me at this point. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.